So the guy they call Jill Biden's work husband could be at the center of a major cover-up. Y'all like the video right here? And check this out.
Top aide to former First Lady Jill Biden could be in focus now. Someone you probably have never heard of before. New York columnist Miranda Devine writing that Anthony Bernal may have played a key role in the alleged cover-up of Joe Biden's decline. And Miranda's with me now. Good morning to you. Nice to have you here. David Hogg, the 25-year-old, I guess he's almost persona non grata in the Democratic Party, mentioned his name recently. He's from Arizona, a former child actor, has been with the Biden since 2008. Why is he important in this story, Miranda?
Hi, Bill. Well, Anthony Bernal is really the one aide that Jill Biden trusted so much. And as Jake Tapper has told us in his new book, Jill Biden is one of the most powerful first ladies in history. And that made her chief of staff, her personal factotum, Anthony Bernal, very important. He was one of only two aides who was allowed into the Biden home in Delaware during the campaign, you know, when Joe Biden was hiding in his basement under the cover of the COVID pandemic. Also, in the waning days of Joe Biden's presidency, it was Anthony Bernal was one of only four aides allowed into the Rehoboth Beach holiday house where Joe Biden and Jill Biden were making the decision whether or not he would step aside from re-election. So along with probably Hunter Biden, Anthony Bernal also knew Hunter Biden and got on well with him. He was sort of the protector of Biden's secrets. And he also propped up Jill Biden from her very earliest days as the vice presidential wife, second wife, and then to being, of course, the first lady. And he used to pick out her outfits, organize her Vogue covers, and also traveled with her overseas, especially when towards the end of Joe Biden's presidency, Jill Biden was traveling around on Air Force One solo, and she had Bernal always at her side. I saw him and his sort of obsequious behavior towards her on a couple of occasions, most particularly during Hunter Biden's trial in Delaware, when he was just glued to her side at every moment, and including flying back to France for 24 hours so she could appear at a public event with Joe Biden.
Yeah. So this relationship goes back 16 years at least, and very close to, based on your description. Here is Jill Biden about a month ago on The View.
I was with Joe day and night. I saw him more than any other person. I woke up with him. I went to bed at night with him. So I saw him all throughout the day, and I did not create a cocoon around him. I mean, you saw him in the Oval Office. You saw him making speeches. He wasn't hiding somewhere. I didn't have him, sequestered in some place.
From what you found, you're reporting, Miranda, what do you think about that comment? And is Bernal the type of individual that would answer questions that Republicans are looking for?
Well, I mean, it's laughable what Jill Biden is saying. You just have to contrast Joe Biden's availability to the media compared to Donald Trump's. In the Oval Office, he barely gave any speeches, any press conferences. He even flubbed the Super Bowl interviews, which could not be easier. So that doesn't pass the sniff test.
Literally.
As for Anthony Bernal answering questions, he's been subpoenaed by James Comer, one of 5 aides, to answer questions on exactly this. So he really doesn't have any choice about whether he answers questions. He will be compelled to at least show up.